Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Press coverage now from the secondary. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Aggressive call on the opening play. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
How about this? These guys aren't wasting any time. They told us in our production meeting that they were going to be aggressive, take some shots downfield, but I didn't know they'd open the game like this, especially in a playoff this much on the line.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the mark.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And completion makes it second and short. Looking to chuck it again. Catch made on the out route. Finding space at the 20. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Someone moved this a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. On the run here, lets it go. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Third down, out of the shotgun. That pass is caught. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. And the Trojans come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Touchdown, USC. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Finding some room at the 25. It's a nice game to move the football up to the 27.
When this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and the ability to accelerate upfield to pick up the first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the second down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Third down coming up after that running play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Near the sticks, it's Williams. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Allen. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Second down here. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Testing the right side here. He He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. In the clear at the 25. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
I love the running back angle route. It's an easy throw and easy read for the quarterback, and you get the ball in the hands of a dangerous playmaker.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. On the ground, it's Johnson. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it 2nd down and 14 here. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Tackle made quickly, but they're knocking on the door. Ball spotted at the 8.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
Touchdown, Aggies. Strong game by this quarterback. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Get this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team not going to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. They'll try a pass here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. The fullback gets stopped for a loss. Ran into a wall there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game, all the hype and the pressure on the playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Caught quickly. Football comes out. Oh, full to make the recovery himself. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. They got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They'll try and run it with the fullback. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking for a receiver. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Empty set now. 5 wide. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And they get the conversion there. Set up now, first down at the 38.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
First down, looking to throw the football. Slides the quick throw. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking to throw again. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Bought some time, now lets it go. The receiver grabs it. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? They're going to run it here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the ball.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Curtin's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep to the right side. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining in the first half clock. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The offense will take their first time out of the half. The talk strategy here. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a man. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Some press coverage now from these DBs. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Allen. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Breaks into the open. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of the play. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aggies will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down, they're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle made at a 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
You know, the outcut is a routine throw, but it really illustrates how much time the quarterback and receiver have worked on this route. Because the more you work on it, you could close your eyes and make this throw. But it's not easy if you don't put a lot of reps in.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep shot, popped out of the 20. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. And the Trojans are going to keep this drive moving. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. And that's the fullback making a catch. It was not a big concern with this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching the ball like this.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And they jump on top here in the second half. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Well, when everybody's covered, the tight end can be a quarterback safety blanket, especially when you're looking towards the end zone. Great catch to get them in for the touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with a defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The tight end has got it. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play. And the Aggies will have to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Fires it on the move. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, a 2nd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught at the 30. Still running. Tackled quickly after the catch, but the ball moves all the way to the 30.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Here's a carry for the fullback. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but need this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Grabbed by the receiver. That game moves the ball to the 17. First down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff. Working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Trojans look to keep this drive moving. They feed the fullback this time. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and gets in on the action with the carry. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Trojans will look to convert here on 4th down. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Texas A&M offense back on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, is it just me, or is it a little bit strange that this offense continues to give this back the football, especially late in the game? He's got under 10 yards rushing in this game, hasn't been able to get anything going. It might be time to pivot and try something else.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And here's the handoff.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Going for his running back. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Secondary up now, trying to jam his receivers. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. And the fullback going nowhere, like they stopped him for a loss.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down.
Quarterback had a lot of time.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one.
Brings up fourth down.
Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, he trapped him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
From the 12-yard line, it's second and long now. And he drops back in the gun. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It's another deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Well, it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Throws it deep downfield to the left. He's picked for a third time tonight. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Heck of a job here by this defense in defending this big tight end on this route. Had him covered kind of inside and outside no matter which way he went. They had a defender ready to knock that ball away.
And he'll drop back back here on third down. On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, and it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there. The Trojans will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. With the catch, it's Williams. He's swarmed by the defense. The Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. He's bringing it back. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return. And the Trojans looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see.
Touchdown, USC. This offense is still clicking.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. And the return starts just inside the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. A 4th down completion to the running back.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple of scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a 4th down play coming up.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. 4th down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble to his left. Caught by the receiver. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he's set up for the first down at the 41. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This touchdown, it actually gives them a chance now that they're down 10. Really critical. You pull out the two-point play. You got to hit it to make it a one-possession game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he will run it in. They convert the two-point try and make this a one-possession game now, down 8. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the defense will take a timeout here. 22 seconds on the clock. Playoff game on the line here. The offense played keep away. Secure the victory. And there's the handoff. They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. The Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. And that one will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial game, a great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.